What's up, y'all? It's Mars. If you're new here, welcome. And to those of you who keeps returning, thank you. I really do appreciate that. So we're going to get into a recap today on the setup that I took. And just starting on the daily, I'm really only looking at just the last week's worth of candles. So first thing I noticed, obviously was, right, this imbalance on the daily. All right. We came into it pretty strong, and then we opened today, like when I got on at 9:30, we were about like right here. And so I had the thought, like this nice wick right here, I had the thought to just grade this and just mark off the 50% of it. Like, so that's what I did. 50% of the wick. And so from here, I'm going down and I'm liking how, Nas is pretty much setting up at the time. And so we had already came into this fair value gap. So my initial thought was, well, we could blow through it since we're revisiting it. But I was like, this encroachment, we might want to react to that. Like we might want to react to the 50% of that. So the next best PD array is this order block here. So I had this marked like this. This is what my chart looked like this morning. And I was like, if we come here, react, we might want some highs. Right. And this is just what I was thinking. Like this was my morning thought process. And so now I'm looking at like session lows, and that's all I'm looking for now. Like session lows, what type of liquidity is down here, and things like that. So this is London right here. And so before 9:30, we kind of had already did the work down here. Let's go ahead and mark that. So that's open. And then we going, stick our macro up there. So yeah, this is the chart. 9:30 happened. We didn't get a sweep, right? I don't like to trade anything reversal or continuation normally without a sweep, unless there's a higher time frame PD array that is just pushing price completely, right? And the reason why I let the sweep go simply because of all these three confluences here. The London low being swept at about 9-ish. The daily wick, 50% of that daily wick, and the 4-hour order block. So I watched price do all of this without me in it, right? We came, we opened, we continued. I didn't look for anything. And I just had this marked. This right here, this 15-minute order block. I wanted to see if we would trade through this, and if we did, which we did, use this as a good breaker or a good place to get in. Once I saw that we did this at like 9:44. So when we did that, now I'm like, okay, I can just wait for it to tag that and get in. But I wanted a pretty sniper entry, like because this is about 40, like it's like 40 points. So I didn't want a 40-point stop loss. Right? This is the 15-minute breaker. On the 3-minute chart, which is it's divisible. 3 is divisible by 15. So I always look at I always look at charts like that, like, what they could be divided by or multiplied by. So we had this fair value gap on the 1 minute. This is at open, right? Pushing out of this fair value gap, we created this right here, which is called an EOB. Anytime price plans on using a PD array and leaves behind an engulfing, that engulfing normally acts as like a support, or like, first of all, a draw initially, and then a place where you can actually take a really fire entry from. And so I'll even, I'll clip the entry at the end of the video, and you'll see just how sniper it kind of was. So after, after it closed the pier, eventually it comes back, tags us in, and pretty much gives us great push, right? And so yeah, so this is how I caught today's setup. My stop loss was around here. I think I did like, well, a little over a 1 to 3. And so I was looking at it on the 15-second chart. Honestly, this is how I know when to stay in and when to get out. Anytime after a 1-to-1, I'm just looking for momentum to continue. Right, so my stop loss is gonna be under lows like this, right? Or down, if I'm bullish, I'm looking to put my stop loss under down closed candles, or stuff like that, just until price decides to do this right here, right? Finally come and close completely under that low. So yeah, I think I got out around over here though. But yeah, so this is literally how it went. We went up, closed above the 15-minute order block, turned that order block into a breaker, left behind a 3-minute EOB. We waited. We didn't rush it. We waited until price pulled back in. We didn't just let it touch and then push up and then get in. No, we waited until it went specifically to this EOB. Specifically to this EOB for the entry. Of course, you could have just taken it at the top of the breaker. But today, we wanted a tighter stop loss. So we wanted something specific. And this is what we chose. All right. Got knocked in. Stop loss was pretty tight. And yeah, this is what the setup looked like. And then I'll go ahead and attach that to the end. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.
Order filled.